Hello everyone. I'll be showing you how you can export your images or your designs on CorelDRAW. So now you can see my screen, right? So what you're going to do is simply to um, highlight the section you want to work with. But then before then, let me show you something else. You see, this is the works we have done. This is what we call the Canva. Whether you're on CorelDRAW, Illustrator, Photoshop, and even Canva itself, this white space here is called the Canva. So whenever I say Canva, just know that this is what I'm referring to. The Canva is a blank space where you can do anything, right? So now, whenever you want to export, there are different ways for you to do it, but the easiest way is for you to just press your Ctrl E, which means export, or you come to File and you click on Export. However, if you go this method, what is going to be exported has to be something that is within this Canva. Anything that is not in the Canva will not be exported. So what we are going to do is to ensure that our designs, I'm going to highlight everything and make sure everything is in the Canva and make sure everything fits well. So I'll just press P so everything fits well. So now I can just press my Ctrl E and this is going to come up, right? Or you can just come to File, click on Export, and the same thing will come up. So I'll just name it exporting video. So now this is where you name the file, right? And this is where you select the file type. So there are different file types. You can export as PNG, PDF, AI, which is Adobe Illustrator, Corel Photo Paint Image, JPEG, and several. In fact, I think you should be able to export even as PSD, so that your design can be used on Photoshop. That's one of the beautiful things about CorelDRAW. So, but then what we want to export is PNG. And the reason why we are going with PNG is because PNG usually has a very high resolution. So if you're a designer, I would advise you to be using PNG for exporting your images, except it is otherwise stated that you shouldn't use PNG. It has to be JPEG or something else. So I will just click on export, and it's going to bring up this interface. This interface is just to give me a preview of the resolution, right? So usually what I just do here is to edit this place. Now what we have here, this 400 is the resolution, and the higher the resolution, the higher the size of the file. So how do you get the size of the file? This is the size of the file here, over here, you can see. So the file is currently at 3.26 MB. So what I'm going to do is to reduce it to 3. That's 300, right? So you see that the file size is going to reduce as well. So it has reduced to 2.06 MB. You see? So, but don't forget that the higher the size, the more sharper it becomes, the more sharper it looks, right? So what you want to do, determine the resolution you want to use. There are sometimes when you want to export some images, maybe you want to upload them on a site, you'll be told that the maximum size of the image should be maybe 2 MB or maybe 10 MB or 8 MB or 4 MB. So you know that any image you're exporting should not exceed that number. I will always advise that if the required or the maximum size is like 2 MB, make sure whatever you're exporting is maybe around 1 MB or 1 point something. So how can we achieve that? Even though that's not where we're going, but how can we achieve that resolution, size decrease and reduce? It's just by this resolution. So if I change this to maybe 200, it's going to reduce. You can see it has reduced to 1.06 MB. But don't forget that this is also going to affect the sharpness, even though it's going to be still be very good. So I'll click on OK. So that's one method of exporting. But another problem we may have while exporting is, so imagine that we have our Canva, our design outside our Canva. So what do? What you need to do is you select that particular one you want to do export. However, if for instance one element in your design is maybe looping out, for instance, let me increase this. So imagine that this image is like this. Meanwhile, what I need is just this section here, right? That's what I need. So if I say I want to export now, let's see what the result will look like. Let me say results. Let's see what the result is going to look like. You can see there's a bit of space here, so it's not really looking good for us, right? So what you do in a situation like this is you reduce your image and ensure that nothing is outside. Even for this, something is still outside. You can see a dot here. Something is still outside. If I try to adjust this, can you see what is outside? So I have to ensure that everything is inside. So if you are not able to reduce so that you can take it inside, one thing you can do is to power clip your image. So let me say, for instance, the image is like this. What you can do is you can power clip. So I just I've selected my image. I'll come to object, then I'll come to power clip and place inside container, and I'll click on the container. So it has entered like this now. So if you want to export now, you can just press your Ctrl E. Let me say testing, enter. You see that everything will be. You see that everything is already inside. So this is the image. Then let's preview the image. I hope this video is helpful. Please, if you have any question, just let me know. And please feel free to like, share, and comment. Please share this video with your friends and also comment below. And I promise to respond to every comment that comes under this video. Thank you and have a wonderful day.